is Sona
Speak up
Grigoria.
because they can't hear you. Could you speak quite loudly?
My
Maybe
name is Sona.
come forward maybe a little bit. So
Yeah,
that
I hear
I know you.
I am doctor of medicine from Armenia, from Russia, and I am representing today Armenian community of Edmonton. I would like,
Still can't hear you.
yeah, they can hear. I would like to give a very short speech about Armenian genocide here. I know it's very difficult to talk about Armenian genocide in a few words, but I will try to do it. Sacrifice, an inseparable part of Armenian history. I long for the day when I kiss the Armenian land, which has been warmed by the blood of so many victims, said Pope John Paul II in the Vatican. Armenia became the first nation in the world to adopt Christianity as its official religion in 301 AD. The strong religious beliefs of Armenians is what led the most of their sufferings in their history. The Armenian Genocide, also known as the Armenian Holocaust, occurred when 2 million Armenians living in Turkey were eliminated from their historic homeland through forced deportations and massacres between 1915 and 1918. It was the Ottoman government's systematic extermination of Armenians inside their historic homeland, which lies within the territory constituting the present-day Republic of Turkey. The total number of people killed as a result has been estimated approximately 1.5 million. The starting date is conventionally held to be 24th of April 1915, the day Ottoman authorities rounded up and arrested, subsequently executing 250 Armenian intellectuals and community leaders in Constantinople, now Istanbul. The genocide was carried out during and after World War I and implemented in two phases. The wholesale killing of the male population, followed by the deportation of women, children, the elderly and infirm on death marches, leading to the Syrian desert. Driven forward by military escorts, the deportees were deprived of food and water and subjected to periodic robbery, rape and massacre. Other Christian ethnic groups, such as the Assyrians and the Ottoman Greeks, were similarly targeted for extermination by the Ottoman government, and their treatment is considered by many historians to be part of the same genocidal policy. The majority of Armenian diaspora communities around the world came into being as a direct result of the genocide. The Ottoman Empire should be cleaned up of the Armenians. We have destroyed the former by the sword. We shall destroy the latter through starvation, said Enver Pasha in 1908, the leader of Young Turks. Turkey is taking advantage of the war in order to thoroughly liquidate its internal foes, the indigenous Christians, without being thoroughly disturbed by foreign intervention. What on earth do you want? The question is settled. There are no more Armenians, said Talat Pasha, the Prime Minister of the Ottoman Empire. The Armenian genocide is generally referred to as the first genocide of the 20th century, as Pope Francis stated on April 12, 2015 in Rome, during the Mass in St. Peter's Basilica to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide. The Armenian Apostolic Church has held a service in Armenia's main cathedral, Echmiadzin, and canonized 1.5 million Armenians who were massacred during the last years of the Ottoman Empire. As of 2015, the government of 28 countries, including Russia, Brazil, France, Germany, and Canada as well, as 43 states of the United States of America have recognized the Armenian genocide. Only government of Turkey and Azerbaijan deny it. If nations are allowed to commit genocide with impunity to hide their guilt in a camouflage of lies and denials, there is a real danger that other brutal regimes will be encouraged to attempt genocide. On this we speak today of the Armenian Genocide. And unless the government recognizes this historical fact, we shall live this century of unprecedented genocides with this blot on our conscience. Saint Baroness Caroline Cox in the House of Lords. The Bible teaches us that only the truth can make us free. While truth is denied, freedom is diminished. And in fact, it is true if we remember what Adolf Hitler said while persuading his associates that a Jewish Holocaust would be tolerated by the West. He said, "Who after all speaks today of the annihilation of the Armenians?" The Armenian community in Edmonton is honored today to be part of this impressive act of humanity. Yes, we agree. We the people must stand as a witness to the genocide. Never let the world forget and say, don't deny the truth and facts, and never ever again.
Thank you so much. And if you leave that with me, Sona, I'll send it out to people. It should be, just hang on to it for now and give it to me later. And I will send it out to everyone. Okay. Now, real stollery. If you look in the cardboard there, you will see pictures that were sent to us. Real, you'll tell us about this, because I think I've forgotten over the years how that exchange was made with the Japanese community.
All right, I will.
And you can introduce yourself and
Hello, everyone.
maybe we'll just move this more into the middle. And,
All right.
there's so much wind blowing in the wrong direction.
I'll try to speak loud
Okay.
enough so
Can you hear
everyone can
Emmanuel?
hear me? Can you hear
Okay,
me?
okay.
Okay. Yes, the posters were sent to one of our members of Project Plowshares Edmonton, and I should say that my name is Real Stollery, and I'm chair of Project Plowshares, and my husband and I have been involved with Plowshares for I think about 35 years it seems, and we are a peace and justice group, and one of your members of this church, Helen Reddy, was co-chair with me, and she passed away just a few weeks ago, and probably many of you knew her. She thought so highly of this event every year. Thought it was very, very meaningful. And well, excuse me for a moment, I feel her presence with me today. This is the 70th anniversary. Oh, I was going to tell you about the posters. Former member, or he's still alive actually, Roy Piepenberg, went to Hiroshima and was very impressed with the efforts being made there to overcome the terrible devastation of that bombing on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And to honor his visit, they sent these posters. And so they have been tried to be presented at any events we've had over the years. And some of them are pretty horrific pictures of what a nuclear bomb can do to homes and the infrastructure. But that was what one of our former speakers said was, never again. And never again is what it's all about. This 70th anniversary of the dropping of the first atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki is a sad day. A grim reminder that humankind has devised the means to destroy itself efficiently. Although we have so far avoided the nuclear war, the danger has merely been postponed. The threat, which has recently emerged or re-emerged with the conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East, has only grown more dire. Moreover, the rapid acceleration of technological development threatens to put nuclear weapons and many other weapons of similar destructiveness into the hands of a growing circle of nations, and potentially even of non-state actors. At the same time, the early possessors of nuclear weapons have failed to abide by their obligations under the Non-Proliferation Treaty to destroy their stockpiles. And now we are faced with an existential threat that may rival the destructive consequences even of a full-scale nuclear war: climate change. Nuclear weapons pose one of the biggest threats to the Earth's fragile environment. The exploitation of our resources and a thoughtless over-reliance upon fossil fuels have caused a serious disruption of our climate. Combined with an increased attack on our forests,
A little louder.
our wetlands,
A little louder.
a little louder, our wetlands, our oceans, and our farmlands in the pursuit of short-term gains. This unsustainable economic expansion has brought us to the edge of an abyss. Today, with the United States the only standing superpower, nuclear winter is little more than a nightmare. But nuclear war remains a very real threat. For instance, between developing world nuclear powers, such as India and Pakistan. To see what climate effects such a regional nuclear conflict might have, scientists from NASA and other institutions modeled a war involving 100 Hiroshima-level bombs, each packing the equivalent of 15,000 tons of TNT. That doesn't sound like a lot. And it's just 1/3 of 1% of our world's current nuclear arsenal. We must make a concerted effort to break out of the distorted and misleading conception of progress and development that has so seduced us and led us towards destruction. We are going to have another event on August 6th, which is the anniversary of the dropping of the first A-bomb, and it's going to be held in front of the legislature, and we hope to float some 70 floating lanterns lit and speakers, and we'll hear more about what we're have to contend with. We'd like you to join us, and that will be at 8 o'clock on August the 6th. Thank you.
I'm going to invite the Armenian community to place their stone in the memorial garden, and Gordon is going to play on the harp while they do that. Please come forward and place your stone. And I'm going to invite you to place it where your heart tells you to put it. That's what usually happens here.
Have you seen the small stone there? It says Armenian community.
I know that, but that was placed by someone
Armenian, but this is honoring your community.
The Armenian community.
Yes, I think so. I was thinking
maybe a place where the sun shines on it, eh? Yeah, it's a lovely stone.
I think beside the wall.
In the riverbed. It was great difficulty.
Bucket of the caches. Go grab a camera. I can't find my camera.
Can you go and stand by Roberta? Go and stand by
Like that, Sona?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Can you try to go stand around it so that Paula can get a picture of all of it together?
Smiley.
Heidi.
Chris, αγάπη. Ay, κάνει. Σπέρετε και κάνει. Έρχε και κάνει.
The little one should be there.
Yes. Έρχε. Thank you. Thank you.
Now normally we call the list of all of the genocides.
Thank you.
But because of time, I think we'll just move on. And I'll just say a few words about the placing of that stone. It will stand as a lasting witness to the lives of your people, your brothers that are lost. And I invite people to read of the history of the Armenian Genocide. Years ago I read about it, and actually I'll have a poem to share with you later that I wrote.